Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is your guy JLS, Jocelyn here, and I'm here to review the 2016 Thomas and Friends film, The Great Race. Oh my god, this is going to be one hell of a review. I've been looking forward all week to review this film. Can't wait to tell you all my opinions on about it. And let me just say this right now. This is going to be a big, and I mean a big review. It's probably gonna be like 3 or 4 parts. But anyway, gonna have we're gonna this is gonna be 3 4 parts probably. So this is part one, and we're gonna talk about the story, and you'll find out. So it's so the Great Race is, like I said, the 2016 Thomas and Friends film. So this film is about when the Great Railway Show is happening on the mainland, and Thomas really wants to go. But Gordon and the other big engines are just being cliche and saying, "Oh, why would they want to take you to a Great Railway Show?" And Thomas comes up with many ways to get to a Great Railway Show, like being streamlined, but stopping the fact controller shows up for Gordon, being finally painted by Kashima. There's this little lady right here. But that all went horribly wrong. And Kashima eventually tells him that he's got to be himself. And eventually, eventually, the reason why, Thomas eventually gets to a Great Railway Show is because Gordon needs his safety valve because he wasn't reassembled properly. And yeah, Thomas competes in a shunting challenge, and 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 yeah, he was just being himself. That's pretty much the plot of this film. It's pretty basic and yet simple as well. Big cliche with Gordon, like teasing Thomas that he's too small for things. Someone didn't listen to never overlook a little engine. And my god, every time there's a trailer for for every Thomas film, Hero of the Rails, Misty Island Rescue, Day of the Diesels, Blue Mountain Mystery, King of the Railway, Tales of the Brave, The Adventure Begins, So does the Legend of Lost Treasure, and has never disappointed me with, with never disappointed me after seeing the trailer. And yes, that does include Misty Island Rescue. I just think it's good. There's some good bits to it, but not the best film. And this film, oh my god, this film is really enjoyable. Um, After I watched it on my birthday on Saturday, I just wanted to watch it again. Probably a good idea, because I'm reviewing this. I was really excited for this film for a number of reasons. My main reason is because the fact it's going to be a musical film. Me being a fan of Thomas the Tank Engine and a fan of musicals, I was very hyped. And another reason why I was hyped is because there's 13 new international characters, and we'll get to them in a minute. I was really excited to see them. And it's an all new story, and it's pretty simple. Like, there's another Thomas theme special. And yeah, for this part, we're going to talk about the musical numbers, because I really want to talk about these musical numbers so badly. So let's get into them. The first musical number of the film is Really Won't You, and it's the opening musical number of the film. Right after the scene where the scene where the Flying Scotsman the Flying Scotsman's in this film, we'll get to him later. Tells them about the Great Railway Show, and it's basically a song about all the engines, Edward, Henry, Gordon, Thomas, right at the end. James, Percy, Toby, not Toby, um, Doug, Donald, Douglas, Oliver, Diesel, Philip, Daisy, Bill, Bell, Fling, Norman, Sydney, Paxton, Salty, Porter, Mike, Oliver, uh, oh god, listen, yeah, um, let's see who else, Emily, Stafford, Charlie, Stephen, and Donald, Douglas, even Mike Flexen both makes a return. Yeah, just a whole group of characters in there about, about, uh, really want to take me to a great railway show. And this is actually one of my favorite songs from the film. I can't tell you how many times I re-listened to this song after the film. I mean, seriously, after I watched the film, I just went to What We Want to and re-listened to it a few more times. And the way that I, I really like this song because it has a group of characters in it, and a couple of characters I was really like was really happy to see in this film were Donald and Douglas, making a second appearance in the film, and so does Legend of the Lost Treasure, which made their return, and the fact Mike, Flex, and Bert return as well, and they sang as well. Someone tells me they're gonna sell a lot of musical numbers in the future. I'm talking about you and their profile, look a little engine. But it was really good to see him. See him. And the animation on this song was really good, especially with the lighting of Henry and Gordon and Philip. And I love the when Philip comes to the top of the the camera zooms on the Falcon's friend face while he's looking at Philip. Like, mm. And I love how the camera slowly turns around him while Diesel is singing that he's gonna take him to the railway show. And I bring out a reference to Podcast of Diesel saying, your first Diesel ever. And near the end of the musical number, where Donald, Douglas, Doug, Henry, Gordon, James, and Diesel were singing, that sounded like a bit of a quiet to me. So overall, Willy Won't You is a really good song. It's one of my favorites. And I will not get bored of it. I swear to God I won't. Hopefully I won't. The next song is Streamlining. Second musical number of The Great Race. It's basically a Thomas. No, not Thomas. Basically a song about Thomas wants to has an idea how to go to a Great Railway show by being streamlined. It's basically a song showing Thomas being streamlined, steamworks, and it's whooshing around the island in a streamlined form. It's pretty catchy song. It's pretty upbeat to me, and I loved how cinematic it looks, especially when Thomas is in the streamlined form. And I can't tell if it's actually a dream or not. It's kind of a dream because you see Thomas there, but once the musical number ends, he's back to his normal form. So what's up all with all so what's up with all the Steamworks business, eh? How do you what? Never mind, I'm confused with myself. Yeah, this song looks so much cinematic, and also I have to mention when um Thomas is like whooshing around past the windmill, the windmill will just go flying. I really like that. And an incredible chanting of his return. Oh my God! By saying go Thomas go Thomas go, do 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 do. And I clearly understand the first bit of lyrics he says like, all I want is a better way to find it. A sleeker sticker control for the blah 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 blah. We didn't even say that. And yeah, I really like this song. And I loved how cinematic it looks. and 3D as well. The third song in the film is I'm Full of Surprises. It is sung by Diesel. And this is a really good song. And it's basically focusing on Diesel about a plan to get the Great Railway Show. Basically disguising Paxton Diesel and then as trucks. Sorry, this is of a US dub. And he said, oh, I'm all full of surprises when it comes to tracks. And it's a really catchy song. We get to see Mavis, Sydney, Norman, Ari, and Bert make cameos. And I like how Diesel is just passing through them, just going down a line, and the Diesels are to the side of them, as Diesel is the leader. When Diesel is actually the leader, I think. And I loved how uh, bright and bright and creative this musical number is. Like the picture here, have a Diesel workstation there, and there's a good pun in a song called I'm Only After My Old Tricks, and it shows a poker card, and that's good, pretty good pun. Overall, I'm Full of Surprises is a really, really good song. I would say it's my favorite, but I already decided what my favorites were. Yeah, really good song. The next song is You Can Only Be You. This is one beautiful song. And it's not shun. It is sung by mainly by Ashima. Basically, the song is about Thomas going through all this trouble just to get streamlined, getting a repaint just to go to the Great Railway Show. When she tells him about tells him just to be himself. You don't have to change the way you look. And it just looks so bright, the musical number. And I'm guessing these things right here are just Indians, are just like Indian patterns. Actually, I think it's pretty clever. There's actually one point where I can see Arabia, a silhouette of Arabia, in the background when Thomas is like pretend has rotors on his dome. And speaking of dome, there's a good reference in here saying every bit of me is short and stumpy. My funnel, my boiler, and my dome. Thomas and Gordon reference. And it's pretty dark as well, considering Thomas saying, break me, shake me, take me all apart. My god, you wish to commit suicide now, Thomas? And we're going to talk about Shishima later, but all I can say is she has a beautiful singing voice. We'll get to her later. And another thing I have to mention, this scene right here, where Thomas has different patterns on him. I gotta say, they look really good on him. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make merchandise of this. I actually want that. And yeah, this is a really beautiful song, and it's a good moral. Just be who you are. The next song is A Shooting Star is Coming Through. It's basically an alternate version of streamlining, both Gordon singing it in the streamlining form. Basically, Gordon hasn't been reassembled properly because he was too impatient, and Thomas went just got all of his trouble just to go to the mainland, to the Great Railway to give Gordon a safety valve, but it was too late, and Gordon had already gone off to the base. And while on the way, since the shooting star is coming through, while on the way, his face turns red, and Theme is trying to escape from the spoiler. The Fine Scotsman warns Gordon about, we have to stop. Listen to me, Gordon. There's something wrong. And Gordon refuses and just keeps on going.